Hello! Welcome to the Artsy Fartsy Gallery. I am a full-time independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Canada, and I'm so excited to have our sort of officially first For Cards and Friends episode. It was formerly known as Coffee and Cards, but we never had coffee this late at night. We did have cards, but so it was kind of half true. So I thought, we need to change up the title of this episode. So tonight we are going to be working with a fun stamp set. It's an older stamp set that I know I played with lots last year. But of course, you know, all the new stamps come out and you get playing with them, and then you go back through your drawer and it's kind of like, oh yeah, Swirly Birds. And I know it's one of those stamp sets that is incredibly versatile. So you will want to get your hands on this set for sure. So if you are hopping on here tonight, I would love it if you could say hello. Tell me where you're from. Tell me if you're a stamper, or if you're a card maker, if you're a scrapbooker, if you're a knitter or a quilter, or what's your kind of specialty. And I would love to say hello. I'm doing a Facebook Live, but I'm using a different program called Switcher, and so this program doesn't allow me to see who pops on and off, so I have no clue that you're on if you don't say hello or you don't say anything. So what I'm going to do tonight, and Lisa Harden, she kind of gave me this idea because I know she does this with hers. Every time you comment, your name is going to be put into a draw, and then I'm going to do a draw for the cards that we make tonight. So I'm actually going to have the samples, and then I'm going to also have the cards that we make tonight. So there will be two sets, so however many times your name goes in. Karma, Windy Boise, crocheting and card making. Oh, I didn't know you crocheted. Neat. That's one of those things I've never tried. So as you can see, Karma, Janet has already put in a little comment here, and so their names are already going to be put in the draw to, for the cards that we make tonight. If you share this, then I will give you, we'll throw in some extra stuff. I'll do a draw for the extra. Okay, a few extras plus the cards. So share and say, to give comments, say hello, la-di-da. So ladies, I already got to see Janet and Karma earlier today, this afternoon. So I'm so glad that you guys are back. Excellent. New stamp set. Okay, so I just want to share the Swirly Birds card class to go that I'm offering today, and this is unfortunately or fortunately, wherever you live, depending on that, only open to Canadians. That's Stampin' Up! Rules, not mine. So if you purchase either the stamp set or the framelits, then I will send you the tutorials on how to make each of the cards that are showcased tonight. If you purchase both of the things, so the stamp set plus the Thinlits, then I'm going to send you the card kits to actually make these cards that I have here tonight. Plus that, your name will be entered into a draw this month. So whoever places an order is going to get their name into a draw for a $20 shopping spree with me. So, that's always fun to pick the names. And you'll also receive a handmade card from me, plus a little surprise gift in there. And I will also send you this exclusive tutorial bundle that 3 of my Stampin' Up! Demonstrator friends have gotten together, and we have come up with some cards that are from the Occasions catalog, and we've written out how to make each of those cards. So that will come via email to you, but it's only for people who place an order. So that's kind of a coveted thing. So you'll want to place an order to get those awesome things. So good. Let me get the screen ready here. There I am. Blah, blah, blah. Doop-a-doo. Hello. Can't see me. Can you see me now? Thank you, Karma. Yes, I got my glasses. New glasses. So we were having, I don't know if you saw on Facebook there, but on my post I said, who do I look most like? Waldo. Where's Waldo? Especially with the stripes, right? And can I just pretend that I live in Canada? Oh, no. You bug Lisa. You know, maybe you can get a little in on her draws. So do I look like Waldo? Do I look like Simon from the Alvin and the Chipmunks? Do I look like, what's her name? Iris Apfel? Oh, forgot her last name. And then there was somebody, Annette, came up with Edna Mode from The Incredibles. So there you go. You'll have those things in your head when you look at me, I guess. When my husband looks at me, he just chuckles. It's like, you know. And you know, I have a big face, so I wanted something, you know, big and bold. So that's kind of the excitement of today. Wow, lots of people commenting, lots of people saying hello, lots of people sharing. That's awesome. If you hadn't seen, this is going to be going, every comment you make, your name's going to go into a draw, so comment lots. And if you share it, your name's going into a separate draw for the cards tonight, plus a little surprise. So you want to get commenting and sharing. Okay, moving on. Swirly Birds. Give me some likes or hearts if you have this set. I know it's kind of an oldie, but I really like it. There's so many versatile things that you can do with it. So, hearts, 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 likes if you have this. And then of course it comes with these cool framelits, which are lots of fun. And I'll show you some examples. Hello, Angie and Jen, and who else popped in there? Janet, I think I said hi to Janet. Wendy's here too. Oh, lots of folks. Awesome. Those glasses totally suit me. Oh, thank you. They're a little out there, right? That's okay. All right, so here are some examples that I had in my card box that I used this set to make them. But like, look at, I just cut out the framelits, all different kind of ombre colors. Back in the day we had, what were they called? Wisteria Wonder. Hello, Melissa. Just got done watching Sarah Douglas. Ooh, wow. And then we had Perfect Plum, I think it was called, an elegant eggplant back in the day. But like, what a fun card. Just a bunch of circles, right? And then this one. Like just stamping the circles to make a Mickey Mouse. Why not? And of course there's a little boat that you can make, and this is a framelit that's lots of fun you can use. Just making fun backgrounds with that stamp randomly over and over and over. Just another little boat here. Same sort of idea, I just use some different colors. This one. If you haven't done the baby wipe technique, I'll have to show you how to do that. It's so much fun. That's how I made the background, but check out the little bird in the nest with the little eggs. Isn't that cute? And so I thought that would be a cute baby card. And then today I whipped this up quick. So the sails for the boats, this one, and then there's also a solid one, as you can see. The way you arrange it, you can make those little pinwheels or whatever they're called. So there you go. And then some of the items that we'll be showing you today, me will be showing you today, you can definitely adapt and change it to fit other seasons. All right, moving on to the first card. Since Easter's coming up, I thought let's get some Easter cards. Recognize that one with the bird. Yes. Yes. Little Easter bunny. So look at it. Just by putting those two framelits, the leaves, then you can have ears for your little bunny, and away you go. I've also seen cats done like this. I've seen pumpkins. So if you do this whole big thing and you put a little green something there, it looks like little pumpkins. I've done the word boo, so done the B and then the OO for boo, for never fails, right? Snowman. So there's also a third one you can use to make a little snowman. So there's so many varieties, so many ways to switch this up. And there's an owl. I know there's a way to make a little owl with little feet and wings, which is adorable. So no problem, Karma. So there we go. And I jazzed up the envelope here. Oh, fella. So, of course, I like to switch things up a little bit. So I decided instead of having the yellow gingham gala, I'm going to switch it up and do the purple one. So I'm just using the white cardstock base and the gingham gala. And so we'll get gluing that on. Now, of course, our cardstock is double-sided, or designer series paper is double-sided. So there's the big checks or the smaller checks. I think I'm going to use the smaller ones since I used the big ones on the last one. Let's go for it, right? Yes, Big On Stage starts today. Oh, in Auckland. And there's a little piece of Daffodil Delight to throw kind of in there to mat our little bunny. Oh, let's get the dog hair out. And now we're going to play with this piece here. So what I'm going to use is Pear Pizzazz and Balmy Blue. And I'm using my daubers, one of my favorite tools for sure. And we'll make some sky and grass. Ooh, it's a little dark. I think I need a new dauber for the blue. I can tell it's quite chipped up, and so it's not as smooth, and it just is kind of leaves little lines, but it still works, and it still has a different kind of technique, different kind of texture to it, is what I want to say. I know, love that gingham paper. It's like my, you know, the buffalo check, the gingham gala paper. It's just beautiful stuff. Jets are winning, so watching you in the game. Playoffs begin tonight. Oh, wow. So I know what Valerie is doing then, because she's a huge Jets fan. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, it's Winnipeg Jets. They're a hockey team in Manitoba. So that was kind of our team for sure. When I lived back there. Okay, so swirled some stuff around. I'm going to place it onto that yellow. Ooh. Come on. Good, good. Now I've got the little pieces cut. I used the framelits. Let's see which framelit here. The medium circle and the small circle. And I also used the leaf piece to become the ear. Now, I don't know if you've used the, what's it called, adhesive sheets, but to be honest, I had never. I know, bad. And so I decided, since this is kind of, you know, very intricate and hard to glue down, I thought I would use the sheets for this. So it actually makes your pieces like a sticker. when you run it through the Big Shot. So I will be showing you how that works on the next card. But on this middle one, it has little pokey things on it. And I don't know. A bunny with pokey things. Bunnies are soft and round and fluffy. So what I'm going to do is cut those little thorny bits off. And no one will know they were even there. Who are the Jets playing there, Jen? Tells you how much I watch. Need to sponge more. Yes. Yeah, I love my daubers. I use them all the time. One of my favorite tools for sure. That and that take your pick tool. Won't be getting rid of those anytime soon. If you haven't heard already, Stampin' Up! Is retiring the Big Shot and the trimmer. They're actually looking for some different alternatives so they can have a little bit more control over what items they can produce and whatnot. So yeah, big news yesterday. Okay, so this one again, I ran through the Big Shot with this adhesive backing on it. And look at that, instantly a sticker. I'm just going to place it down there. And now I know where I would like to put this top layer. I don't really like this little hook, so cut them off. Easy peasy. And I liked his head kind of looking off to the side, so I'm going to put his ears facing a little bit that way. Now what I should have done is, of course, the ear or the leaf faces one way, St. Louis. Okay. I should have not put the backing on one of them so that we can have ears that go right. Anyways, this bunny's ears are going to be special. And they're both going to go in the same direction. Just because I want them to. Okay, one ear down. See how easy that is when you have a sticker on the back? No gluing required. Yes, it doesn't look that bad with the both going kind of to the one side. Okay, now I've got little pokey things everywhere. And lastly is the little bow, and this thread came from the Rooted in Nature, I don't know what they're called, the pack of, had mint macaron, crumb cake, this is the blackberry bliss, and calypso coral. So I thought, oh, let's use that because I don't have any other purple ribbon, so that is what I'm going to use, and I think it looks kind of cute. So of course I've tied it already. I've gotten the ears and everything all straightened up ahead of time, so I didn't waste too much time on the camera here. I'll just trim those down a little like that. And now I'm going to stamp a little saying. What am I going to put here? I'm going to use the itty bitty greetings because they're tiny and they'll fit, you know, maybe just along the side here or the side here. On this one, as you can see, I did a little for you. I thought that way, even if it's like a spring card as opposed to an Easter Bunny card. Yeah. Hey friend, celebrate, happy day. Let's do happy day. I like that. There it is. Okay, find myself a little block. Is anybody else hockey fans out there? I am not. Let's see. I need to grab some ink from another box here. I need a gorgeous grape. I got got my little nieces some Peep socks for Easter, and their dad is very much a health food nut to the extreme, and so of course, you know, oh, if you you know, give them too much candy, or we get in trouble. So I sent them, I found these carrots that were chocolates. So they looked like carrots. Where is my, here it is. They look, these chocolates look like carrots, so that I told them, I said, oh, your dad should be fine with this because you're eating carrots. So that arrived yesterday. So I got a little message on Facebook from my niece saying that she liked the chocolates and the socks, so that was good. I'll leave these out here. Okay, happy day. Now for the inside, I thought about just putting a little strip of the gingham gala. It was left over. When you have 6x6 sheets, I'm finding that once you cut a 4 by 5 1/4 piece, you end up with this little piece on the end, which magically fits wonderfully right at the bottom of the inside, like that. And this can go on the envelope in some fashion. I think I'm going to put it down below. Or of course you could cut it into a strip and put a strip on the front. I'm going to do something different today. I'm just going to put it like that on the back. It's raining tacos here in Ohio. Hi, Lois. Oh, yeah, no worries about the replay. We just kind of got started. This is our first card, so no worries. But we're using Swirly Birds today. Not much chocolate for my grandbabies. Oh, no, not yet. You just wait. And then they get the, you know, Easter egg hunt. It's great being the aunt because you can, you know, spoil them rotten and then you leave. Get them all hyped up on candy and then that's it. All right. Envelope. Yes. I guess on the last one what I did was I put some little round bits on. Yeah, I better, hey? Gotta jazz up the front too. All right, so in this set there are little pieces. Little round circles. Doo -doo -doo. Oh, that gorgeous grape is vibrant. Snowing? Really? Oh, sheesh. That's no fun. Clothes, they got clothes. That's right. Yeah, I sent my, you know, nieces socks, you know, something they can use too. I'm not the horrible aunt. I'm actually their only aunt. So I'm it. Now I'm going to get out the Daffodil Delight and add a few little yellow. There's a smaller circle here. Might as well use it too. Oh yeah, that just adds a little bit of funness. I suppose I should have used Highland Heather. Anyways, whatever. There we go. Okay, curious. Which do you prefer? The yellow version or the purple version? Let's hear it. Yellow or purple? Let's have a vote. Oh, let's change this here. Yellow or purple? I think I know which one I like better. Okay, while you're doing that, I'm going to put these ink pads away because I'm going to be needing them for something else. Put that one there. Purple, purple. Another purple. Awesome. To be honest, I like that one the best too. Kind of frames it nicer, I think. Neat. You never know, right? Till you try. That's awesome. Okay. I think I'm using the word awesome a lot today, aren't I? Awesome. Next card. All right. This one. Another purple. But yellow is your favorite color. Ah. Oh, karma. You have to have a, make a decision. But thank you. I love this color combo. It is Flirty Flamingo, Mango Melody, and Pumpkin Pie. And I kind of made it blend together. And so, of course, Easter, if you're of the Christian persuasion like I am, of course, that's the reason for the season. And so there is that little saying from Itty Bitty Greenies that says Easter Blessings. And for the envelope, I just jazzed it up by doing the same sort of idea, and on the inside just a little bit of a color in there too. Okay, so that is that one. So for this one, I've decided to change up the colors just a tad. Why not, right? Okay, and I'm going to be using, what was the next color? Rich Razzleberry, Cherry Cobbler, and was it Mary Merlot? Mary Merlot. Mary Merlot. Oh yeah, come on. I guess it would go like that. Hopefully it's not too dark. I was going to do a daylight kind of one with blues. Maybe red's a little too. Kind of changing my mind here. Just go with it. We'll just go with it. See what happens. Okay. Or was it Gorgeous Grape that I was going to use? Maybe. No, because I had Mary Merlot. I don't know. We'll just wing it. Let's go with it. Thank you. Put a yellow in it. Yeah, I'm almost wondering if it needs some kind of orange or I agree. I'm going to take out the Cherry Cobbler and let's put in, I think that I can see, is this orange? It's yellow. Let's see if I can find my orange at the top here somewhere in my bucket. Well, you know what? Let's use, what did I say this was? Let's use Mango Melody, and then we're kind of yellowy orange. Let's go with that. Okay, we'll go with that. I'm going to try the yellow first, the Mango Melody. So I'm just dipping my dauber in and smooshing it. I'm just doing this color first because it's the lightest. And you want to go up to like quite high, quite a big span, because that way you can combine the colors, right? So make it the darkest in the center of the color, or center of the paper, but kind of creep that color up along the whole width of the paper almost. Okay, here we go. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Alice. Okay, here we go. Mary Merlot. And it almost, when you mix the two, it almost makes a new color, right? Okay. Then let's try our rich raspberry. This could be a disaster or it could be really pretty. Or it could almost be very similar to the bottom. I like it. I like it. What do you think? It's kind of neat, hey? I don't mind it at all. I'm just gonna darken this a little bit here. Neat. Ooh, don't do that. I'm not a dauber like this. I like to whoosh, squish the ink out. Okay, I like that. Thanks for the advice there, Janet. Good idea. Okay, so now we're going to attach, this is the framelit that we're going to use for this. So of course it's too big, no worries. Once again, I put the adhesive sheet on the back, which I will show you when we do the part that goes across. So basically it turns it into a sticker. So you don't have to worry about getting glue everywhere and making a disaster. Apparently you need nails. Here we go. I was a lazy snapper because I didn't make any cards. Still have yesterday's mess there. Oh, that's normal. Normal. Okay, and so I want it a little bit off to the side, but I want it more up and down as opposed to crooked. There we go. I'm really liking those colors. Wow. I love when, you know, a happy accident or a risk. You get the rewards for your risk. Off my fingers. Okay, so we're going to use the adhesive sheets. So I have a piece here, and I have my black paper that I want to put the sticker onto. Gorgeous. Oh, thank you, ladies. All right, but this side, I see I have some. Can you see that shimmer? Must have been a Wink of Stella date or the shimmer paint, I betcha. So I want to keep that out because that'll look kind of neat on the cross, I think. So you just cut about how much you're going to need. It comes in a big package and you get quite a few pieces, which is awesome. So you peel off the backing and you stick this to your paper. Like so. And then I'm just going to lay this piece on over top, kind of in the center, and run it through the big shot. Now, because this is kind of a thicker layer, I don't know if you can see this or not, but I'm using the magnetic plate with, what's this plate called? I don't know, but it's kind of a softer surface, and it allows the blades to kind of dig in and when it gets rolled over, and so it cuts it so much better. But with that, you only use one layer of oh my god, I turned the whole thing around so I can't cut. There we go. Here we go. crack, crunch. And I'm actually going to run it twice, run it back and forth once, just to make sure. And take these bits off. And get my take your pick tool. I've seen beautiful cards. If you go onto my Pinterest page, you'll see a whole bunch of different card samples that I have pinned. They're not mine, but it doesn't matter. I'm like you, I love other people's ideas too. And they have used this black piece, but have filled in the gaps with different colors, and it almost looks like it's stained glass. It's really quite beautiful. So there you have it. I've cut out this piece. It now has this sticker on the back. As you can see, I missed a little, no biggie. Now I'm going to throw that ear in there so that I don't lose him. Now on this card, I stopped partway. I think I'm going to go all the way across this time. I think that's fair. So we'll try it, right? See what happens. Can you give some hearts if you send out Easter cards? I'm curious. Easter cards. Oh, I can see that wink of Stella or the shimmer. Where is that tool found at? It's the precision plate. Thank you, Elizabeth. Hello, by the way. The tool, which one? I've got the take your pick tool, or the adhesive sheets, or the precision plate for the big shot. The precision plate, yeah, the only thing I don't like about it, otherwise I would use it all the time, is that it really warps your plates fast. Oh man, I had a time period where I thought, oh, I'm just going to use that all the time. And I went through so many plates. Unbelievable. So, but they're awesome for items that have a lot of detail in them because they kind of cut more definite. So I like that. Beautiful. Oh, I'm absolutely in awe with those colors. I love that. Yes, take your pick tool. Yes, it is probably it was in the Christmas. I wonder if it has a, I will look that up and get you a number. So, but it is a handy little contraption. These, there's another end to this. So there's the little spatula end or the pokey one. So instead of having that pick tool or poker tool, you can use this. And then there's another end that goes in here. I don't know where I put it. It is like an embossing kind of end where you can kind of, you know, press on things and emboss with. So yeah, you think it's the Christmas catalog too, but they still sell it. But yeah, and this end is awesome because it has that, you know, that blue sticky tack stuff, and you just, for putting on rhinestones and pearls, you just kind of give them a push, they stick on the end, you set it down, and pff, off they go. There's no kind of fiddling with your scissors or getting out this end and ripping the paper and all sorts of things. So this is a handy tool for sure. Okay, Easter blessings. I want to use that one again because I think it's quite appropriate. Now, you could use this technique, but put some flowers on here. That could make it kind of like flowers growing up a trellis. You know, change the direction. Put flowers up a trellis. I don't know. You can make it into so many different things, I think, if you're not into the cross. Easter blessings. Just a quiet, simple little stamp, which is pretty. All All right, so I'm going to use Mary Merlot as the background. Is it almost too dark? Hang on. Where's Mango Melody? I hate doing things on the fly. I admire people who, you know, just go with things. No, that's wrong. No, Mary Merlot is. Who just, you know, go do a live and they, you know, don't have anything planned and they just make it, woo, and everything comes together. I need control. So that was a little moment of, you know, impromptu-ness. There we go. And I don't know if you can see it, but the Winkostella shimmers a little bit on that black. There we go. So, I'm curious, which color do you like better? Oh, I didn't even do the inside here. Oh, let's do an inside. Let's just mix those colors. I still have them over here. Some yellow. Okay, I'm curious while I'm doing this. Let's go Merlot or Flirty. Flirty or Merlot? $14. Take your pick tool. Thank you. Yes. Oh wow, does that ever make it pop? Yeah. Yeah. There we go. This color. And our rich raspberry at the end here. See how that goes, that combo. It's kind of neat, too. Oh, thank you, Sue. There's the number for you. Great tool. It's one of those staples you have to have. All right, and I will make an envelope for it later. So we've got two Merlots, 3 Merlots. Okay? Really? No worries, Jen. Wow. Oh, it's $10 in the US. Oh, you lucky guys. You know, I'm still partial to this one. I think that's so interesting how we're all different, right? Maybe because this one's very, well, no, this one's bright. This one's a little more subdued, which is normally my thing, but yeah, interesting. Okay, next card. Let's go to this one. We'll leave the finicky one till last. I don't think I'm going to need these anymore, so I will put them elsewhere. So if you have just joined, another Merlot, if you have kind of popped in a little bit late, no worries at all. But every time you write a comment, your name is going to be entered into a draw. So if you've written, 16 comments, you're going to have 16 entries into the draw, and I will send out quite a few of tonight's cards. If you share tonight's video, then I'm going to send you 4 of the cards tonight, plus a little surprise. So share and comment, please. Here's our next card. Of course, there's these little doodads are meant for, I guess, little kites. And so they're kind of cute. Now this card is way too bold for my liking. So on this card, I think I'm going to tame it down just a tad. But, and I use the How Sweet It Is Designer Series paper for that, which worked good. Okay, So this version, maybe it won't end up being too much color, is going to be lovely lipstick. And on the back, this is the same sort of deal. It is the How Sweet It Is paper, but I'm going to be using the kind of calm back as opposed to the busy one. So let's get gluing this on. Just like that. Next, I'm going to glue another piece of lovely lipstick just off to the side there. Okay, and now we're going to get to have some fun. We're going to make some kites and some sky. So I'm going to use Coastal Cabana for the kind of the dots behind. On this one, I thought they were a little too, you love the kites. Purple's growing on, yes. I know, I'm not a purple person at all. And I thought, oh my Lanta, how am I gonna ever use this? It's gonna be those colors, you know, they're just, I never use, but because they've come up with such neat designer series papers to match, they give you ideas, right? So on this one, the Coastal Cabana background, I think was a little too much for me. So this time, I'm actually going to stamp off before I put it on my paper. So good old Coastal Cabana. And I think it'll just be, yeah, that's better. A little bit of a whoo in the background. I don't think I'm going to fill up the page as much as I did last time either. Maybe it just got too busy. Ooh, we got a different, oh, see, I stamped over there. Got a different color happening. I think that's going to be it. I'm just going to do that. Alright, I'm going to get my Simply Chamois so I don't make a disaster. See how gross? Is yours gross like this too? I heard, which I didn't realize, people put these in the washing machine or the dishwasher. So I need to try that. I gotta give that a whirl. Maybe that's why everybody else's looks like it's, you know, pretty clean and mine looks like a disaster. All right, I need some scrap paper for the kites. I have a little bucket here with extras. And here's one piece of the kite. Now where's the other? Did I put it away? What did I do with it? I certainly did. These guys, to be honest, need a wash with soap because they're starting to not stick so well to the block. Okay. Colors. I'm going to use Gorgeous Grape. So I think I'll do that one first. So the kite comes in two pieces. I'm not sure why they wouldn't just do the kite, but I suppose because that way you can change up the colors. Oh, gross. I use Blue Dawn soap. Ah, yes. Yeah, it takes the kind of all the stuff that gets attached to those polymer stamps off. There. And then I'm going to use the solid one for the other half. Yeah, I suppose it's because they're separated so you can use different colors. Now you kind of have to give a guess here. Sorry, my head's in the hairs in the... Now, there is a big gap there. What I was doing was just taking my blender pen, dipping it in, and just give it a little color. And then it's not as noticeable. Like that. Let's just get that a little bit and wipe that off. Our first kite is finished. Now I think I will do the Lemon Lime Twist, a retiring color. That's one I thought, same too. There were so many colors that I thought, oh, are you real? Like, really? But the Lemon Lime Twist grew on me, and look at, I actually bought the stamp. the ink pad. Normally with in colors I don't do that. So I really liked it. So if you like it too, make sure you get the re-inker. And you'll have it forever. That piece and the lined piece. 1, 2, 3, go. Alright, let's fill in that little gap there. Good. And one more kite. Miss Sandy Peters was a lovely lady. And the Easter cards, I think the understatement of the cards actually makes huge statements. True enough. Yeah. Sandy Peters, she had a lovely lipstick ink spot, and when I was back in Manitoba and my dad was having in the hospital and problems, she gave me a paper pumpkin kit, and she threw in a bunch of these in color ink spots. So now I kind of have the little ink pads for them, so I don't have to use the Stampin' Write marker. So thank you, Sandy. Just my cheapness, that's all. Love you some grape. Yes, Crystal, you like your purple. Yes. And the lines. Still missed it. I was hoping third time a charm. No. Scribble. Now to cut these out. They're easy, right? They're straight lines. Makes it simple. And then on the bottom, I kind of just round it a little bit, just because it's a little bit thick. One more. Okay, so our little kite bits are out. Now the string comes with a little ooh. Now of course this is quite bendy, so you can actually kind of twist it and make it however you want it. So I kind of changed it a little bit. I'm going to use a little Memento black. And how do I do this layout here? One, oops, I guess it'll go a different way. Now I'm going to wipe that off, and let's change up the string a little. I didn't change the string on the last one, but we'll make it a little bit different. Like that, and one more. Let's just keep it the way it is, kind of like a big S. Go, just do it. Yeah, they're cute, the little kites. And of course course, that could be for anything, right? Birthday, whatever. Kites are fun. All right, last time I just glued with snail tape. Which colors am I going to pick here? I think I'm going to put this one down here. I'm going to put the lovely lipstick in the center. And the lemon lime twist. Should have added a little more. We'll go like that. We'll have them hanging off a little bit. Now, for a saying, I said sending thanks. A little hello. Hey, friend. That's kind of fun. Let's do that. Crack, crack, crack. Does anybody fly kites as an adult? Just curious. I have not flown one in a long time. It's kind of hard sometimes finding a location. I think that's probably the location and waiting for the right wind to make sure you can fly the card as opposed to, or fly the kite as opposed to, you know, dragging it behind you and running your heart out. Okay, so a little hey friend. Much calmer than the last card, I think. Cute. Let's pop. Let's pop that up with dimensionals. Let's make it a little bit pizzazz-ish. Use those back pieces or side pieces. There. Lori. Don't worry, silly train, yes. Yeah, you must have to deal with that a lot, I bet, living over in the East End. Were you at the gym? Behaving yourself? Like that. And then I have these, oh, I forget what they're called. I'm going to use the take your pick tool, Alice. Watch this. All right, so I think they're called glitter dots or something. But look at, you push that off. Let's go over here. No, I probably shouldn't. But anyways, give it a push. Lay it down, and let's go with a green. Yeah. It's so empty over here. I feel like I should have. Running and trying to keep track of the kites would be dangerous for me. The whole running piece is out of the question. No, it's going to rip it. Okay, well, I think I'm just going to run with that. I almost think I need some more, after I just finished saying, the other one's got too much coastal cabana. Let's go a little fuller strength. Now this is a no-no because I've got dimensionals behind, but I'm just going to tap ever so lightly and hope for the best. What I get is what I get. Okay, there we go. I think that just filled in the blanks a little bit. That's what I'm going to tell myself. I'm getting one. I couldn't find it. I'd see. There you go. Learn something new on here. Okay. Hey, friend. Now, what did we have on the inside of this one? I think I did kites. Yes, I did. Hey! I forgot the little tails. That's why it's looking kind of empty. Sheesh. Now, oh boy, I thought I had a thing all ready to roll. heard something fall on the ground. Look how tiny this is. Like, look at my finger versus the little bow. It's just tiny. Oh, I can't see it. Anyways, whatever. Okay, totally forgot these little doodads here. Sheesh. Let's go with the... We'll kind of go in order. Totally forgot. Sheesh. It kind of sits on the line, which is kind of fun. Do you post all these cards on Pinterest? I have started to, as of like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, I don't know why I didn't post them earlier. I thought it was a big process and quite hard to do, and it's actually not. So yes, I do post them. And I also put them on my blog with dimensions and what was used and that kind of thing. Sandy Painters! Someone had a big nap. You must have. Good for you. That's my lifelong dream. That and living in a retirement home. Just, everybody, all your crafts are organized for you. You pull up for supper. You don't have to make it. Oh, wonderful. Won't be hard getting, or for my nieces to convince us to go into a home. That's for sure. All right. So I'm going to put this one away right now because it is so tiny, and it's one of those ones that could easily stick behind a ink pad or end up in the trash. What? She should. She's good. Oh, thank you, Alice. Oh my word. Oh, Lori. Now you don't. Oh. I'm here for the replay. Don't worry, Sandy. Oh, that's you guys are so sweet. All right, should we make some insides? I think we should. And while we have the insides going, we might as well do the envelope because it's going to be very similar. We didn't do a coastal cabana on the inside, so let's do a coastal cabana. And one for here. And let's go with this piece. You're gonna know how to make kites tonight. We're way off on that one. Oh, hello. What you think there, Breeze? My Atlanta. Getting grumpy in his old age. He's 14. Fill that in. Fill that in. This is very gray. I must not have cleaned it off so well. That's all right. So mush it around. Okay, and we will do one more color. Clean that off. Should we go purple or lemon lime? Ah! Do you see my finger smudge here? Guess there's going to be a kite there. Hi, hi Teresa. Running behind. Oh, no worries, no worries. Oh, you like my card. Thank you. Do you like kites? Do you like to fly kites? I sure did when I was a kid. Okay, seriously. That's going to have a kite there. Oh, I missed it. Oh, man. You know? Let's go like that. The last card is, what time is, oh my God, it's already, okay, stamp faster, stamp faster. It's already after the hour. Oh, I see a big blob of purple. Okay, I'm going to finish this later. You get the point, you know how to make kites. So I will, is that the blender pen? Yes, that's the blender pen. Love it for oopses. So if your stamp doesn't quite stamp the whole thing, you can fill it in with your blender pen. It's a lifesaver sometimes. Okay, I'm going to finish that next time. So I'm curious, which do you like better? Purple, pink? That one's much more animated, isn't it? This one's a little too dull, almost. Purple, pink. I'm going to have a sip of tea with my right hand, not the left. So it's a big leg. What is that? Looks like there was a glue dot on here. Go purple, pink, oh, pink, pink, purple. Oh, Melissa, come on, no fencing. Purple. 2 purples and 2 pinks and then a fence sitter. Oh. I think purple. Surprisingly enough, I think mine's the purple one. I think I placed the kites a little better too on the purple, where the pinks are all kind of in a clump. Oh, Lori likes pink. There you go. It's a tie. Oh, 2 purples now. I think purple's winning. I shouldn't have said anything. All right. Good response. Okay, now this, I must admit, is my favorite one of tonight. It's kind of lovely and ooh. Look at that. It's just kind of, you know, floaty and airy and fun. All right, so there it is. I did, oopsie, don't look at this one yet. Did the envelope to match. I added some little swirly twirls on the inside and that on the flap. So here we go. Of course, I'm going to switch it up just a tad. We'll change up the color scheme a little bit. So this is very vanilla that I'm using. I thought it would be a little less stark than white. Okay, next step, I have this piece here that's just 4 inches by 5 1/4. These, I of course remembered the adhesive sheets after I had done most of the cards, so these ones don't have that sticker on the back of them, but that's okay. This is how I craft usually. So I just run some snail. You can also use the multi-purpose glue. Just run a thin bead or the fine tip glue pen. I gave up on those, to be honest, because they were constantly clogged, and after classes it's quite a nightmare. I did it down here last time. I think I'm going to put it up towards the top this time. Let's change it up that way too. Now, of course, it hangs over, so let's get rid of that. Ooh, ah. Thank you. You guys, you know how to, you know, boost my self-esteem, I tell you. If I was having a bad day, you know how to make me feel great. Okay. Now on this one, instead, I used soft seafoam on this one. This one, I'm going to use the Highland Heather. And look at me, I've already tilted it upside down. But let's go this way. Get a little snail. Get more on my fingers than on the actual wreathy thing. I love these framelits. They're so neat. Put that down. See, this is the only thing that's the problem with just using snail. Do you see there's glue in between here and can make a mucky mess. So I've already gone ahead and stamped and cut out with the framelits because it is kind of a fussy, it's not a quick card, that's for sure. But I mean, all of these come with the little pieces, right? So I mean, you know, to cut the little circles out, there's little pieces, and then to cut these daisy looking things out. Oh, that didn't get right. Anyways, there's a little die cuts for those, and then little leaves. So I pre-did that so you wouldn't have to be tortured watching me do all that. So now I'm just going to end up placing it somewhere. So let's see how we're going to work this. I did 3 of each, so let's cover up that big blob of glue. Since this part of the flower is a little off with the die cuts, let's hide that piece there. And the pink. So the colors I used here were Blushing Bride, So Saffron, and Highland Heather. You hate the fine tip glue pen too. Yeah, if they got rid of that, that wouldn't hurt my feelings. It was a great idea, and if you looked after it right, I'm sure it would be wonderful, but ooh, no. Did stamp on these a little bit here. Just add a little bit of color. Yeah, I think that'll do. All right, so now to take these all off. Let's go like this. Just piece it all back together. I need to get this set out again. I know, I had forgotten about it, and like I say, you get busy with all the new sets and you forget about these good oldies that are just amazing. Let's put that up here because maybe down here. Shouldn't have put it there. I used to play with this one a lot, but it's a finicky one, right? Like it's like that jar of love, or jar, yeah, I think it's jar of love. It's beautiful, but it's just very time consuming, doing all the little flowers and cutting out all the little flowers. Let's see, what do we got here? Heading towards Minneapolis tomorrow for On Stage. Stopping in Iowa to pick up my good friend from high school. 50 years ago. That's awesome. And she stamps too. That's cool. Wow, tried everything to get it unplugged, but it didn't work. Yeah, mine too. I did too. Tried the pen and you break the pen and oh, yikes. Never mind. I think I ended up, did I end up putting it in my multi-purpose glue bottles in the end? I think. I can't remember what I did with it. Okay, now on this one I used the little label punch. This one I thought, well, why not put, oh, I think I'm going to put it down there. Why not use our little rectangle framelits with that? And what did I want to put on it here? Scent with Love. Okay, I'm going to use purple like Highland Heather. Now I need to make sure it's going up the right direction. I guess it doesn't matter because it's on the little piece, but there we have it. So many pieces. Yes. Okay, let's use some dimensionals on the back there. Excuse me. I am having a hot flash. How do people take this? I can't. Well, cooking. I still like it down here. Sent with love. Now we can attach it to our card. And of course, I added some pearls on the last one. I think it just made it. So Alice, here we go with the take or pick tool. Like, look at that. No more fussing around with it. Oh, it's wonderful. Let's go up here. So it's time to buy some more pearls. There we go. Now for the envelope, I already pre-did this. Using these colors, I accidentally threw in a petal pink, which I did use actually some petal pinks for the little, sorry I'm pointing at them, you can't see, the little guys. I used petal pink. So I threw in a petal pink and all the colors, and then the swirly whirlies for the envelope flap. And what did I do in the inside here? A swirly and all the different sizes. So I will do that for the inside of this card. And there we have it. So which do you like better? Purple or green? Purple or green? Curious. You just bought that tool. Perfect. You are gonna love it. It's just handy. Man, my scissors need to clean. As do most of the things on my desk. Oh, we got a green, we got a purple. Come on. Oh. Oh. Green, purple, purple with capital letters. Green, I really love. Sue, you're gonna be the fence sitter, are you? They both just have a different feel to them, don't they? You like the green? Green, purple. Yeah, I think the green's softer for sure. Huh. You know what I forgot? You know why it's a little more whimsy? See all the dots behind? I forgot to do that on this one. Kind of adds a whole bunch of little mystery. Anyways, it's all good. Nobody will have seen my first card, right? Except for you guys, but you won't tell. Looks like another Team E. Oh, you're thinking rain. Sorry. Well, thank you all for voting, because each vote you did is going to get your name in the draw for these cards tonight. Yeah, I figured I need to start giving away even more cards. Green is soothing, that's the word. It's just very relaxing and floaty and soothing. Absolutely. Okay, green. There you go. Yes, so now you're gonna comment. Oh, I think I really like. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I think so. More draw entries, right? And so yeah, I'm gonna give these away. And if you shared this video, then I will send it off with a little extra something in it for that winner. It looks like it. How about you? I am partial to the light, the green. Yeah, it's a little less bright with the purple there. I don't know, but they're both kind of pretty. This is kind of like spring tea, happy. This is kind of like soothing. You really like them both. No worries. All right, ladies. So thank you for watching. If you have not seen this yet, this is the Swirly Birds card class to go. So if you don't have this kit already, it's one of those ones you need. As you can see, there's so many different varieties of cards that you can make. So if you purchase either the stamp set or the framelits, I will send you a tutorial on how to make all these items. So I'll send you the measurements and what I used for sure. And if you decide to purchase both of the items, the stamp set and the framelits, then I'm going to send you the actual card kits to make these cards, which will be kind of fun. And you can jazz them up however you like and whatever color schemes kind of, you know. Might be difficult to do that, won't it? But not only that, but you will get your name entered into the draw to win this month's shopping spree with me, $20. So every time you order this month with me, that's an extra entry. Plus, you'll get a handmade card from me and, of course, a little gift. And lastly, you're going to get that exclusive tutorial bundle that's kind of coveted for sure. Because you can only get it if you place an order through one of us. But yeah, a bunch of us demonstrators got together and made some beautiful cards from the Occasions catalog and wrote it up, told you how to make them, which is awesome. So there's that option. If you didn't catch all this info, you can most certainly get the info on my blog. Otherwise, that's our first kind of episode of 4 Cards and Friends. I hope you've enjoyed it just as much as coffee and cards. And next Monday for the Creative Escape, I won't be here. I'm going to be in Vancouver at Onstage. Well, Onstage will be done, but I'll be doing something. Flying back home. So our next episode online will be definitely next Wednesday. Same time, same place. You recommend the bundle? Absolutely. Yes. The green could be a wedding card. Absolutely. It's nice. Can you imagine if you did like whites and creams and, oh, great idea, Alice. Wonderful. All right. So since I've gone way over again, I got to stop doing this. I will see you later and have a wonderful evening. Bye.